Welcome to the second half of World News Today. I'm Randolf Jamias. A 14-year-old Australian boy was rescued from fast-moving flood waters near the town of Rockhampton on Friday. Local media reported there have been about 20 swift water rescues in central Queensland since midnight local time. Torrential rains generated by ex-tropical cyclone Oswald caused flooding in the north and which has now moved south. Some major highways and more than 70 roads have been cut off across the state, the local newspaper reported. Still on floods, video released on Thursday by Mozambique television showed vast areas of the country covered with water, roads cut off, and people blocked by overflowing rivers. The floods in Mozambique and northern parts of South Africa over the past week had killed at least 20 people and driven nearly 15,000 from their homes, authorities said on Tuesday. In neighboring South Africa, the Limpopo River overflowed its banks, inundating streets and destroying homes in the northern city of Musina. At least 8 people have been killed, and the number was expected to rise. Electricity supplies to South Africa are also said to have been severely disrupted by the Limpopo flooding. Back at the U.S., Arctic air hovered over New York City and other parts of the northeastern United States on Thursday. The bone-chilling weather froze ponds and water fountains in the city's parks, but it didn't stop New Yorkers from enjoying the day. As the temperatures read 15 degrees Fahrenheit, people bundled up in their insulated coats, hats, and gloves. Some people wore more than one set of clothing. The city will remain in winter's icy grip until the end of the week.
I think this is the most beautiful weather anywhere. The sun is shining, the sky is blue. It's a little chilly, but it's just perfect.
The low temperature is a welcome change because we had a very hot summer, and I appreciate this nice, cool, refreshing weather. It's very cold, but I love it.
Next up, a research team in Kyoto University said it has created the world's first kidney tissue from stem cells. They said this medical breakthrough will continue to prove the importance of stem cells. The full story in this report.
Leader Kenji Osafune says the breakthrough is good news for kidney patients whose lives depend on dialysis. Osafune, who heads the university's Center for Cell Research, says kidneys are normally very hard to restore once damaged due to their complex structures. However, he says his team has succeeded in generating kidney tissue from induced pluripotent stem cells. Osafune says the researchers will now look at generating other types of kidney tissues that could be used in clinical applications.
Still in Japan, Japanese researchers have succeeded in using stem cells to reproduce hair follicles. Their project involved using induced pluripotent stem cells, or iPS cells, which have the potential to develop into any tissue or organ. Medical applications using hair follicle cells have been limited until now because scientists lack ways to reproduce them.
The researchers at Keio University managed to cultivate human iPS cells into immature follicular cells by adding certain proteins. The researchers cultivated the stem cells with skin cells from a newborn mouse. Then they transplanted the cells into another mouse. They succeeded in nurturing follicular cells in 2 to 3 weeks.
We have demonstrated the future possibility of producing hair through the use of iPS cells.
But he cautioned that their team still had a number of hurdles to overcome.
Now in Dubai, the country's second international kite festival was held just outside the city, with kite flyers from across the country and the world participating. Families also went to the wide-opening expanse of the desert to enjoy afternoon of fun in the sun.
It's the closest thing to winter for Dubai. Kite enthusiasts enjoyed a comfortable day with temperatures around 20 degrees Celsius and a pleasant breeze. Professional teams from Kuwait and Sri Lanka and 2 teams from India showed off their kite piloting skills. Many have been flying kites for dozens of years.
That's why it needs some special techniques. to fly this. It's very nice, very good looking, but meanwhile it's very dangerous. That's why you should take care of the people down and the flight itself.
In addition to professional kite flyers, most of the action was left to children who were just getting used to the activity.
Because last time we tried on the beach and it wasn't a success, so I want them here to try to have some instructors to show them how to fly a kite.
The one-day event also offered a morning kite-making workshop with professional kite makers.
We are from India, and this particular kite what we are doing is called Indian fighter kite. So the main part of this kite is one spine that we make out of the bamboo, and next we will put the spreader bar like this. Then for that I applied the glue now, so it will take 2 minutes to dry.
An estimated 10,000 people attended the festival. The event was held near the site of the Dubai Outlet Mall instead of the City Park, where it was held last year. Yuan Yani, CCTV.
And finally in golf, 4 players shared the lead on 9 under 135 after the second round of the Qatar Masters on Thursday. Marcus Fraser of Australia, Germany's Martin Keimer, Sergio Garcia of Spain, and overnight leader Ricardo Santos of Portugal. U.S. Ryder Cup player Jason Duffner did not fare quite well, recording birdies and a bogey for 60 and 3 under 141, placing him joint 42nd. World number 5 Justin Rose of England could manage 71 on Thursday, but that put him joint 136 and joint 5th. Torbjorn Olesen of Denmark sank 6 birdies and 2 bogeys for his 68, leaving him on 8 under 136 and 5 under 139. On that note, we end today's World News. Thanks for the company and have a good one.